Thank you so much for taking the time today. A longtime fan, so it's a pleasure to meet you.
Hi, Brian. Hi, pleasure to meet you too.
Now, I know you're obviously no stranger to sitcoms, but Marvel has got to be a whole different beast. I'm just curious, what makes Marvel or WandaVision maybe stand apart from the sitcoms you've worked on before?
Oh, wow. That's a really good question. And right off the bat, too. Um, what makes it stand apart? Well, I think it's the whole world of it. You know, the um, like for instance, 70s show was a small little family in the small. The Marvel world, as I found out, is gigantic. And,
Yes.
and it's a very complicated world. In sitcoms, not so complicated. It's not, there's a situation and hilarity ensues. In WandaVision, it's no, nothing is as it seems, I am finding out.
Yeah, for someone who maybe came into the MCU not knowing as much about it as a lot of the viewers
I
are,
knew nothing.
there you go. What was your maybe research like, or how did you start to wrap your head around everything that this show would be covering?
I did it actually on the fly. I I worked a lot up until this COVID thing, and so I didn't have a lot of time. Um, I shot the sitcom part at their studio in Atlanta that is just gigantic. It's like its
Yeah.
own city. So that was fascinating. That was fascinating to me. I knew I had to take the job because my great nephew Johnny said that he said, Aunt Debbie, if you don't do this, I will never speak to you again. So I knew
Solid advice.
there was a little something there. And I I watched 4 movies in a row in my hotel room one day. I got very involved. I got so involved, Brian, that I can't watch Endgame because I feel that people die that I care about, and so
Yeah,
no, no, not so much. Don't want to watch that. Uh, um,
it's a sad one.
and I kind of caught up, and then Lizzie and Paul and the director helped me a lot, like
Okay.
explaining things that I didn't quite understand, and they told me which movies to watch that would catch me up on them.
Okay.
I was so not prepared for Paul Bettany's makeup.
It's
Well, I would
incredible.
cry. I would not want to play. I wouldn't want to be Vision. I wouldn't. I would
It's
cry.
a lot of time in the makeup chair.
Yeah, and it's amazing.
Yeah.
That red is really red. So my research was on the fly as we went along.
And I mean, when you obviously know spoilers, and we'll find out things as we go along, but for you as an actress in this, how much did they tell you up front versus how much you learned about what would happen in later episodes along the way?
They gave me a very kind of general picture of what my part of it would be.
Okay.
I didn't know other people's. I knew some bigger things, but I don't. All these little details and things. I'm watching it with you, and I'm going, oh, that's how they're doing that. It's fascinating to me. It's fascinating.
And now I'm hoping to see a lot more of Mrs. Hart in future episodes. But I mean, we know each episode tackles a new decade. For you, which one was the most fun to really, dive into and be a part of?
Well, I think the biggest one is the 50s.
Yeah.
That was just to set the tone. And I had a lot to do in that, and I loved it. I just loved every second of it. So I'm going to say the 50s.
And I mean, can you talk, especially in that first episode, you have a lot of time, obviously, with Paul and Elizabeth. They both really get to have a lot of fun in this show that they haven't got to have in the films. How was it seeing? I was going to say, how was it seeing that side of them and really, playing up these more slapstick moments?
Well, I have to say that in person, they are kind of like that. They're like a little goofy.
Yeah.
Elizabeth only eats seeds. Paul Bettany is really, really funny, and very physically lanky and really good, just in person. So I was not surprised at all, and also I didn't have a big full background of them until we were in it, So to me, that's them. That's kind of who they are. They're just like charming people, charming, funny people.
And how has it been for you to be part of a project where you really have to be careful what you say? I mean, is that something that's new to you, or are you finding it tricky?
I didn't get a lot of it because a lot of people didn't know I was in it. And also my age, I'm not the one you would think of to come to what
for all the spoilers.
I'm not that person. And plus a lot of people didn't know I was doing it. So I got to escape most of it.
And now this show, obviously, we are traveling through time a lot. I was doing my research and realized that we are now as far removed from the premiere date of that 70s show as the show's production was from the year it was set in, which is crazy.
Are you the one that wrote that?
No, but I saw someone else had tweeted that too, and it's insane.
I also saw that too, and I went, okay, so now I feel so incredibly old.
Same.
Oh my God, I know, right? That doesn't need to be out there.
I was going to say, we are in this time.
Fun fact. No.
But we are in this time where revivals are a big deal. I think people would love to see a 90s set follow-up to see, what Kitty and the Foremans are up to now. Is that something you would ever be into?
I would do that in a second. In a second.
And I mean, it has been 15 years since the finale. I know you guys are all still close. I see you talking on Twitter all the time. Just how is it nice to feel to have that camaraderie, even through social, so many years later?
Has it been 15 years?
Since the finale, yeah.
I thought it was more.
I don't know. I'll check.
Oh, no, I think you're right. No, you're absolutely right. Yeah. I actually thought it was more. I'm sorry. I didn't even listen to your question because I got numbers. Since it has been 15 years since the finale, how is it? Is it nice to be able to connect with everyone on the show, even if it is through social media now? I am so proud. I am like a proud mother of those kids and how they've lived their lives and how they've grown since the show. I'm just very, very, very proud of them. So, and we all talk. We all talk. I just even recently found Dawn Stark, Mm-hmm. No, it's been nice to watch. I follow you on Twitter, so to see the conversations now and then, it's nice as a fan. Yeah, good. Thank you so much for your time today. It is a pleasure watching you on WandaVision, and I hope we see more. Thank you, Brian. Thanks. Have a good one.